Today I'm bringing you one of the most powerful team-ups I've been able to find. Hey everybody, welcome back to MPQ Mastery, where we help you destroy more gems. The team up I'm gonna bring to you guys today is amazing. It includes Jessica Jones, which is a 5-star character, Gladiator Hulk, which is also called the Main Event Hulk, and America Chavez, both of those being 4-star characters. This is a massive damage dealing team up, and I think you guys are really gonna like it. But before we jump into it, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit like on this video, and hit the little bell notification so you always know when we release a new video. We've been on a roll now, releasing one a week, and we're gonna do that going forward. All right, so let's go ahead and see what each character brings to the table. First is Jessica Jones, and she is the powerhouse of this team up. Her red power, to finish straight, deals a bunch of damage and adds strike tiles to the board, and that's great. Her black power, body check, deals a ton of damage plus additional damage for every strike tile on a different color. So those two powers work really well together. But she's in this team up for her blue power. It's called Damaging Evidence, and every turn she places one trap tile on the board that, if matched, it deals a ton of damage. So she is pretty much all damage. Gladiator Hulk then comes into the combo and starts strengthening it even more. His green ability is passive. On the first turn it destroys a bunch of gems, and in each turn after that it swaps gems automatically in a very chaotic way. I always have this at level 5, so it does 2 tile swaps instead of just 1. That is key. His purple power, Gamma Power Bomb, deals a bunch of damage, creates a ton of critical tiles on the board, and is enough to end some fights at times. His yellow power, The Crowd Goes Wild, places a bunch of fortified countdown tiles that every turn will either heal the team, deal damage, or generate AP. He has an amazing collection of powers. And now we have America Chavez. All of her powers are passive, and yet each one is very important to this combo. Her red power, Punch Everyone, increases the amount of damage that she deals with the more AP that you have. Her yellow power, Ticket to the Multiverse, places 2 trap tiles on the board every time you make a 4 match. And if you make 3 4 matches of different colors, it erupts in a massive hit for tons of damage, and generates AP in those 3 colors. Her green power, Fear Not Mi Gente, is the key to her placement on this team though. If you have more AP than your opponent, then at the beginning of every turn, she will place a random critical tile on the board and launch a big powerful attack at the primary target. So now let me explain to you the beauty of this team up. So the thing about this team is that strategy, you can mostly kind of throw it out the window. I've had entire fights over in 2 turns, sometimes without having ever moved a tile. So essentially, it deals lots of damage and randomizes the board every turn. Let's go into a few of the specifics. So the first thing that happens is Hulk destroys a bunch of tiles on the board, usually causing a cascade and generating AP right off the bat. The goal after that is just to get as much AP as possible. Go for purple so that you can fuel the Gamma Power Bomb, or for black to fuel Jessica Jones's body check. But really, there are no dead colors in this team up, and getting any amount of AP is gonna be good. Also, matching reds, blacks, and blues has the potential to trigger Jessica Jones's trap tiles, again dealing lots and lots of damage. And that's the key. Going into this fight, every turn essentially goes down like this. Jessica puts another trap tile down on the board. America puts a critical tile on the board. America attacks the primary target. The Hulk makes 2 swaps of tiles. All of these potentially triggering Jessica's trap tiles and generating AP, and usually making 4 matches to power America's big attack as well. The beauty of this team up is that Jessica has so much health that she is essentially a damage soak. So you can go up against even the strongest teams with no problem. Jessica will take the hit. And pretty much the strategy is anytime you have enough AP to throw an attack, do it, because you'll just keep getting AP over and over again, and every time you're just dealing damage and just wrecking the opposing team. As As for drawbacks, because every team has at least a couple, I would say the first one is that green and blue aren't necessarily active colors, so you'll be matching them and they're helping with America's damage, and they're helping with possibly triggering traps, but necessarily doing those aren't going to give you things to do with them, so that could be a complaint. I will also say that against enemies that deal lots of team damage, sometimes that can be an issue because Jessica can't just soak up all that damage. Everybody's gonna get hit. America has probably the lowest amount of health on the team, so sometimes she can get taken out first if you're going up against enemies that can attack the team as a whole. So that's a possible drawback. Honestly, I think the biggest drawback of this team is if you are the type of person who likes lots of strategy, then this team is not for you. A lot of the time, you'll see a really great move and then you'll just come in and there'll be a critical tile thrown into the mix and it messes it up, or Hulk will match something and it'll mess it up. So there's not a ton of strategy that you can have. It's really about being in the moment and dealing as much damage as possible. So what do you guys think about this team? Go try it and come back. Let's talk about it down in the comments. I really want to hear what you guys think of it. Otherwise, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification, follow us on Twitter at MPQ Mastery. And as always, thank you for coming to MPQ Mastery. Go destroy some gems.